Had about 5 mil of rain overnight, thunderstorms overnight actually, which is good. We need a bit of rain, and there is some more due this week. We're going to go and finish the disking over at Alistair's. I noticed there was something hanging down on this thing, so I've got to have a look at that first thing. And notice that there is a... Here we are, look. Just, oh god, that's only finger tight. I don't know how they actually, I think they just bolt in, don't they? All it is a stopper for the guard on the stop here. This bolt hits against there and that stops your lock from lock to lock. It's coming loose, so we'll get that tightened up. Oh yeah, good. Keithy's got one of the hedge trimmers on. Farmer is just waiting for a load of oats, and he will be putting the other hedge trimmer on because it is now the first, what are we? I think we're the 5th of September now. So we're going to borrow Keithy's tractor. We should have a week of dicey weather this week. Today's good, but the rest of the week looks pretty dicey. Just hooking on the disc, that little mirror in there, that's hard work to see the hitch on. That is, Keithy's got a camera there, so it's a bit easier with a camera, but trying to use those little mirrors, that's just hopeless. Right, what we got here? So first spool, we've got our up and down on the disc. Second spool is the wings unfold. You unfold them. This is the bit we replaced. I'll show you it. It was due, I think the farmer said, I don't know which bit it was, one of the fittings here that hold the globes. The globes are just there as a bit of a they just take the shock out the wings when they're going down the field. Whether there's any pressure in there or not, we don't know, but it does register on the pressure gauge, so we fill that halfway, and that usually sets you about right. I've got to go around greasing everything, all the grease points here, all on the gangs, big ones on the gangs, all those need greasing every day, and on the carrying bit as well, they need greasing. The last spool goes in the end here. This is for your top link. This one here, adjust your angle on your front gang. Every time you do greasing, even with gloves and all the rest of it, you still get covered. Discs make light work of it. I'll pop you on my head, I'll show you what I'm going to do at the end. Right, I hope you can see. This is my joystick here. Left and right on there is to fold the wings, and up and down is to lift the implement up out the ground. We're getting towards the end here. If I knock it down, you'll see a blip in the throttle, and it's not as bad as it was. It's definitely an improvement over the last upgrade they did on the gearbox. It does just blip it. It's more of a fast blip now than a uncomfortable low blip. It used to rev up and then sort of take off on you and then slow down. It was really unnerving actually. Right, we're going to turn in. I've got my my GPS button here. Just get somewhere close, press the button, push it up on the joystick there. That's going to push the disc into float. They're going to come down. The wheels then govern the height of the discs, how high they're going in. We've got it set to a happy medium really. We're not going in crazy deep with them. We're just trying to scuff the top. We're going to go up a gear, and it's that simple. I do it in a way, everyone does it differently. You can keep going up the right hand side of your row, or you can just fill in the middle and then you're constantly going up the right hand side. As you get towards the middle there's a little bit of shunting, but nothing crazy. I find it more comfortable to do it like this. I find you cover a lot of ground doing it like this pretty quick as well. The implement itself, if you notice, is slightly stuck out to the right hand side, and if I show you the implement settings, so we've got ourselves an offset of 4.0, and that puts us about right. It puts us about 2 to 3 discs with the wandering of the GPS. Sometimes it's 2 discs, sometimes it's 3, but you know, you're never missing any. You're always on the right path. I always put a 0.4. You could probably go 0.45 really if you wanted to. I don't think it would miss any still, but it's doing a nice job like that, so I'm just going to leave it as is. We haven't got the painting on because we haven't set a task, so, but we don't need painting, we can see where we've been. Other than that, it's really simple. If you're worried about offsets, have a play with it. Just literally, you have to do it with the steering off. Just put it in one side, if it pushes you over there, you know you've gone the wrong side. So bang it in the other side, it'll push the tractor that way, and it does it live. You know, if I put 4-5 in there, it's going to bring the tractor a tiny bit over this way. And if I press the other side, it'll put the tractor into the soil. It's, yeah, don't be scared to have a go with the buttons and see what each one does. But that's it. It's that simple. This screen is a bit daunting when you come from the older masses, but you soon get your head around it. I really like it actually.
You'll be getting onto that.
Just under 17 as well.
Tip her out. I just on the calendar.
Do you empty it yesterday morning, or is that 2 days?
No, 2 days.
2 days. Yeah, finally a bit of moisture about. It's going to stop us on the disc, so me and Charlie are going to have some different jobs today. That won't be a bad thing. We need some rain to get into the soil, so that's good. What are you after? Oh, they love it along there. They're quite skittish, aren't they? This is the pile of oats. They've been taking these out like crazy. I think they took 10 loads, and we had 340 tons. So there's about 40 tons left there. These are Isabel, and they made the milling grade. I told you I've been banging on about it all winter. They're yeah, real nice high spec oats. We might even keep some of those as seed. We'll get the cleaners in, get it cleaned up, because they're beautiful oats. They're real nice, you know, they'll go for seed easy. And we're going to have oats again this year somewhere. I don't know where. He has given me the plan, but I've forgotten it. These are going to be kept at the farm. We'll actually mill some ourselves, you see, so for the cattle as well. So some of those we'll fill a trailer or two up with those, and then the rest of it might go as, we might bag up and get the seed cleaners here and clean them up, and yeah, we'll have some nice seed as well. We were well chuffed last year. We couldn't get rid of them. We had nice oats last year. It's a bit of a shame. They said they were going to come and get them, and then contract fell through twice. And then we rang the millers. The millers tested them and was like, yeah, send them over. So yeah, so they gone to the same place, milling quality twice 2 years in a row. So that's good. Yeah, usually it's full up. I think it leaks a bit, doesn't it? It looks, the trough leaks a little bit.
I don't know. Well, there's quite that much in the
I should have
bottom
stayed down here and turned it on for you, shouldn't I?
well, yeah.
Wait there. You ready? Coming out? So you're the official water boy. Gatorade. You seen Water Boy? No. Yep. Let's have a little look. They're right buggers. They will not let you put them down.
No.
Christ almighty.
You shoo him away. And
They were like this. They were like, let's let him go and think we're not coming, and then charge.
When I was coming in the gate, it was like one of them shouting, "Oi!" and then they all just went, they all just ran.
Let's do him. Come on, gotta use those karate muscles. Now? Turn her up. Ah. Somebody didn't close that. It was all open, wasn't it?
I got here.
I have no idea who it was. That'll keep them for a few days, won't it?
Yeah, well, I was supposed to that concert.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot to fill that up. Right, so this is the little, on a normal year, this would keep them all year, because normal rainfall, it fills this pond up very quickly, you see. It comes in from this little brook here, fills that pond up, and that's usually what keeps them for the year. But when you get a dry year, you do have to just supplement them a little bit. We shouldn't have to come back for 3 days now. Oh yes. Right, we're gonna get the door for Charlie. Everything seems greener already. This goes in here. Barley and crushed oats. Just for the calves. Oh god. We're wedged. Now this little bar here, look, calves can go in but cows can't. The last little bit of barley we've got left, this is going to be for keeps as well. We'll use that for milling and all the rest of it. The old man will mill over the winter to feed the calves. This afternoon's job, we are actually going to go around, take some recordings of the heaps and make sure nothing's heating up, and if it is, then we're going to get the spears put back in, because it's been a bit about a week since we last checked them, and you're meant to check them every week, so we're just going to run through everything, see what everything's doing. We are going to go through all the heaps. We've got spring wheat this side, we've got winter wheat this side. The oats we're not worried about, they're not going to be an issue. The barley's all gone as well, isn't it, Charlie? That's all gone. We're going to head over to Jim's. The barley at Peter's is almost all gone. That will be gone by the end of the week. But the winter wheat over at Jim's we need to do. Hang on, you need to see. There we go. Basically, we're just going to come through with this probe. This probe is going to we're going to stick it into the heaps in different points. As you know, it's not a massive area this, so we're just going to do 4 points in this heap. We're going to record the temperature, aren't we? Charlie's got a little plan, and it doesn't have to be anything scientific, but yeah, I'll climb up, I'll do the things, I'll shout them down to Charlie record them, and while it's raining, it's a perfect opportunity to do it. And we'll know what's going on in the heap each week. You've got to do this weekly for Red Tractor, so if you're storing wheat, you've got to go through it and check the temperatures, and if we notice a temperature increase, we can get the fans back here, screw the fans in, can't we, start sucking the hot air out. But we suspect that they're going to be fine, but we actually haven't checked this one yet, but we're going to check them and record them, aren't we? There we go. There's a piece of ergot in my hand. I don't know if you can see it. They look horrible, don't they? They look like some sort of fungus or something. Spring wheat's susceptible to it, unfortunately. After putting the probe in, it looks like we'll probably just have to run, even if we just put one fan out, I'm sure it would do most of it, but we'll probably end up putting a couple of spears in this pile. Just where it's thicker, it's noticeably warmer, so we'll probably just stay on top of that, because I don't know when this will go out, you see. So we'll end up with spears here at some point. It's not like we've got to rush here to get the spears in. It's not going to go bad that quickly, but we will get spears in here and just bring those temperatures back down. We've got the winter side to do now, so we're going to go and do that and see what that shows up. Those at that side have had, we've had fans in there already, haven't we, Charlie? Yeah. We have fans in there for a good week, so it should be okay, that side. This just shows you having the fan. We had the fans in here already, Charlie. And straight away it's coming down as well. It's actually below 8 now. 7 point. You can put in there 7.5, because that's where about it'll settle. 7.5%. I think what they say. I think, and I'll double check. I think 10% is where it wants to be. You know, if you're storing it for a long time. 10%, 10 degrees. I mean degrees, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, no, I meant 10 degrees is the optimum.
And that was
7.5 as well. So straight away, I can tell you, you know, if you were wondering if the heat was going to heat up, you're pretty safe, you know. But we got to get the readings anyway. In line with the pillar, did you say?
Yeah, then you can do one down a
Okie
bit
dokie. And this stuff at the back here, this was Federicia. This was winter wheat, and we noticed it wasn't the best actually. It was quite shriveled up grain. Yeah, it didn't look very nice. Farmer said straight away it was feed wheat, but never mind. And then on the front of the heap is actually Nelson. It'll all go as feed, I imagine. About the same here, Charlie, I think. Dropping down, yeah, it'll settle about 7.5 again.
Yeah, if we do 4.
Yeah.
And then
We'll do it 3 times. Yeah, sweet. 3 rows of 4 then, yeah? You got your plan set out? I'll put the first one in. Have a little guess first. Let me just tell you one thing. The foot scales are very cold. Ooh. Ace reckons I've got chicken drumsticks. Have a guess?
9.6.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna guess. Oh, I'm gonna go. Oh, that's a good guess. I'm gonna go 8. This is nice wheat. This is real nice stuff. Yielded really well, this stuff. 4.1 tonne to the acre. Yeah. One of our best yields ever, I think. What did you say it was? 9.5?
9.6.
Oh, you're going to be close. You're 0.2 off. It's going to be 9.4. Do you reckon then anything to be worried about or not?
No.
It's all pretty good, isn't it? All within 10, isn't it?
Yeah,
10
all
degrees.
within 10.
Yeah, that's good. Sweet. We'll give that to Lynn. She'll record that for Red Tractor.
Yeah.
We're going to check the heap next door.
Yeah.
Right, we'll leave that going for a minute. Right, this is the Nelson. It's a different variety altogether. This did really well actually. I think it was 12.9% on the protein on this stuff. So I don't know whether that'll go for milling or not, but it looks, you know, look at the grain. It's beautiful and dark. Yeah, it's beautiful. Real nice grain. You don't get the yields you do with the other variety next door. You don't have to spray it so much either. All the spears are in here from last time. We've just got the probe in there at the moment. The bits that are always, you know, the bits that aren't quite heaped up, they always have the lowest readings because you haven't got all the weight on top. So we're just going to get 6 readings off this heap, and if the readings stay good, we'll take these spears out and we'll take them home, and we'll get those spears put in that wheat at home, which is reading a little bit higher. We'll get them blown in there for a little bit, and yeah, it would be job done. Nice grain, isn't it? It's quite a strange year. Apparently, like wherever they saw good yields, the protein wasn't there to match it, if you know what I mean. 6.9? Is that what you guess? You just know, you just stuck your arm in, didn't you, like this? 6.9. 6.9. Just from the dust coming off of the heap. Oh, it's gone to 6.8. Sorry, Charlie.
That's actually what I originally said.
All right, here we go. What was the highest one on this one?
9.7.
Yeah, we're good up here then. We can take these out. Right, this is where we were. We were rolling this just end of last week. This is the bad bean field. Yeah, Keithy came, discorated it up. It didn't do very well, this one. It lies next to the river. If you remember, me and Pete drilled this one. It was a bit tacky on the day, and then it rained pretty hard for the next week after, and it flooded most of it out. But what we want to see, and it's only been a few days, but this is what we want to see, is what we're trying to do is get things growing. So Keithy's discorated it, then we've just flattened off the top and firmed up the seedbed, and we just want all the volunteers to grow, and it's greening up. If you look over the thing there, these are all volunteers. And this, you know, it's still nice and warm, so things grow really fast this end of the year. What we're looking for is we want everything to green up across the field, all the volunteers, all the weeds, all the rubbish to grow, and then that way we can come across with the glyphosate and kill everything off before we drill again. I think we're going into winter wheat with these ones. Quite a sandy soil, this one's quite sandy, look at that. But it just shows you that rolling it all down, firming it all up, just gets things growing, you know, quicker. Yeah. Ooh. Flipping out, that's warm. That's warm. Real warm. If we'd have left that would have gone bad for sure. That's the warmest so far. You want to come up? That's blimmin' warm as well. Yeah. That was a good call to grab them. Just to finish the day up, we got a lorry coming to Alistair's for a load of oats. So we're going to go and head up there, meet him up there and load those. If we know they're coming for a lot of one thing at a certain farm, we will just leave a bucket up there, a telehandler up there. You know, if they're coming for 5 loads and we know they're coming quick for them, we just leave stuff up there, take a van there. But when it's just the odd load, we just drive up there. If you remember, this wheat was, we could barely get it in the barn. It was literally coming out the door in the end. It was right out there. Since then, we've obviously been loading lorries. Yeah, Alice has had it tested. The grain weight was very, very good, just like everything else. But I think it just missed out on the protein by 0.5%, which was a little bit annoying. Just such a shame, you know. It was a lovely, lovely sample. But having said that, there's a lot of grain weight there, so still a few more lorries to come out of there. I can't remember how many tons we shoved in there. 400 and something tons. I can't remember. And these are the oats, and the oats were, I think he's got the exact same oats as us. So these are Isabella oats, and the spec weight, you can feel them in your hand. These things are weighty. They actually weigh, I think they weigh literally the exact same as ours at home, and I think they're also going for milling as well. So they get a grain passport, they give us a collection ticket, and we record what went out at what time and who loaded it, and it keeps everything nice and simple then. Everything's recorded. The oats are Isabel and the wheat is Costello, and yeah, this was a nice, we might even try this wheat. Ours this year. It's a lovely colour, you know, real nice colour. And real weighty as well. Have a look at this lorry, look. That's something else, isn't it? Is this your own wagon there?
No, boss's.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's a nice wagon, isn't it?
It's not bad, is it?
Is that 600 horsepower?
620, yeah.
620.
Pulls like a train.
Does it?
Yeah.
What do they go up to then? What's the highest horsepower they do?
770.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do you find they use more fuel with more horsepower or less fuel?
I don't know. It does about, what does he do? 6.5, 7? Which is probably a lot.
No.
Got all cream leather in there and the flooring in there.
Is it?
Yeah. Started off just outside Manchester this morning.
Did you?
Yeah. Tip-stop port.
Yeah?
Tip-stop port, then loaded Winsford, salt down to Hereford, reloaded Hereford up to Canberra, at Stratford upon Avon, and then across to here.
You've had a day then?
Fucking hell.
Oh, lovely. Oh god, that scared me. Oh dear. I wasn't expecting the air horns. Will the sheep keep that wet? Keep it dry?
Yeah, it will
Yeah.
if I shut it now, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to shunt it a bit because it's a little stacked on the back. But
Yeah.
It's not too bad actually.
No, usually they're good oats actually.
They are, because they're usually stacked like fuck.
Really?
Yeah. Four Winds Farm?
Yeah.
I'll have to do that then.
Yeah, have a look. It won't be
You ought
for.
to put it on the Scousers webpage.
Yeah, I'll let me get a picture actually. I always forget. That's a hell of a lorry, isn't it? How many's he got then?
10.
10 of them. Are they all the same?
I'll show you a thing in a minute.
Has he got? Are they all the same? Are they?
A lot of them, yeah.
Are they?
Because he's been to
Even the
truck.
trailers are nice. You know, they're good trailers,
Yeah,
aren't
he's
they?
been to the truck fest this week.
Did he?
This weekend just gone, yeah.
Bloody hell!
I went round them all.
Is this one here?
They're all ours,
Have
yeah.
they all got lights like that?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
the bosses. That's one.
Do you have to do that yourself?
No, he puts them on, he likes them. That's mine, they're all lit up.
And where do you get these emblems in the back? Where do you get them from?
You buy them anywhere in a truck place.
Can you?
Yeah. That's another one.
When you go down the motorway, that's all you can see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know, like, can you see like one of your mates? If you're past one of your mates on the motorway, you know it is.
Yeah. That's one. Yeah, they're all lit up.